Hello, welcome back. My desk is not really set up for this. As you can tell, I don't have a lot of space to work on these big iMacs. So, work with me while I'm trying to figure this out. I'm probably going to have to switch cameras, um, like so. No, not much better. It might be good enough though. Let's give this a try. And yes, I am eating a sandwich because I am hungry. Hungry. Mike, all things Dave, Grudy, Bruce, welcome. Welcome, welcome. All right. Now that the music is at a acceptable level, turn on this fan and explain what's going on. Now, I believe everybody here was just at MacYac, so you probably know what the issues are with this thing. But just to recap, this is a 2013 iMac that is overheating. It's still working fine, CPU wise. It's not crashing or anything, but the graphics card goes up to 108 degrees Celsius, and then the screen just goes black, which is, of course, not ideal. So, yeah, no idea. It passed all the hardware tests. So, we're just going to tear it down, look into it, put some fresh thermal paste, and take it from there. So, I'm not going to need my keyboard for now. Move that over there. Mouse can go over there. This little bracket thingy should come off, but it's not. Wow, that's on there. Okay. If Dana is here, look away. I'm using pliers. Trying to use pliers. There we go. Get that out the way. Luckily, I'm so overexposed you can't see the dust on this thing. It is pretty bad. And I'll probably start sneezing shortly. So be ready for that. To avoid damaging my soldering iron, let's get that out of the way. Yeah, as you can tell, I never work on iMacs or those big beige Macs. So my desk is not set up for it. This is a little shelf. Sits back here, super handy, and you use it to hold external hard drives and stuff you kind of want out the way, not cluttering up your desk. But you just put behind it. Pretty cool. All right, I have created all the space I'm going to have. I think. Let's try that. That should do it. It's not gonna work. Yeah, that could work. There we go. Yeah. All right. So this thing is covered in fingerprints, and believe me, they are not my wife's. These are the fingerprints and smudges of a 5-year-old. I'm surprised she hasn't cleaned it yet, though, because this annoys the crap out of her. So I'm cleaning as much as I can so that I don't pollute the insides with dust when I'm taking it apart. Luckily, the glass is fused to the LCD on these things, so there's no risk for me getting dust behind the glass panel, but still. Yeah, they are kind of cool. Um, I don't know if this has a brand on it. Oh, it does. This is a 12 South. I don't know what it's called other than that, but the brand is 12 South. When I got this for my wife, I'm the power user in the house with the most computers in continuous operation, but my wife has the fastest Mac in this house, Photoshop wise, or Adobe wise, I should say. Adobe has a need for serious single core performance, and the iMac provides that where a Mac Pro cannot. So I got this, I believe it's an i7. I'm just making this worse. What the hell's going on? i7 with the best graphics card, fully loaded with RAM. Like, this thing is a beast. So it should be an i7. I would never put anyone willingly through an i5 experience. That's just insane. Why would you use an i5 if there's an option for an i7? That's just crazy. All right, one more pass and then I'm done. Nope, still just making it worse. And these are clean microfibers too. I don't know. Weird. Something on here. We'll figure that out when it's done. Good enough for now. And you might notice these beautiful edges here. Hey, Thomas. This is electrical tape that I put here about 2 years ago. Last time I had this open. She complained about it for a while, but gave up after about a year and a half. I do have the adhesive strips to put this all back in place properly, but you know, it's an iMac with a single crappy fan that tops out at, I believe, 2700 RPM. Not nearly enough to cool a Mac like this. So you're going to have to open it up again at some point. That's why I left the tape on. And today I'm glad I did. Peeling it off is no fun, but a lot easier than going around with one of those pizza cutters and trying to cut that adhesive off on the inside. All right, one more piece and we should be clear. There. Was that it? That was it. I might actually have to do this part standing up so that I can balance the screen. So bear with me. And as I mentioned, if I mess this up, she will be getting one of my Mac Pros, which is really not a trade I want to make. because I love my Mac Pros. Looks like there's some of the old adhesive still in here, so it's not letting go as easily as I had hoped, but we'll get there. All right, let me disconnect the cables. Holy crap. That is a lot dustier than I thought it was going to be. Let's see, there should be a sensor cable, wasn't there? Guess not. All right, let me put the screen away, and then we'll start investigating. There she is in almost all her glory. Well, you can see the important parts, right? Yeah. All right. So the power supply is looking pretty funky. A whole bunch of dust on it. The fan, of course, I'm using fan control software. There is an SSD. It's on the other side of the board. This is in there for storage. Actually, it's a 1 terabyte. I might upgrade that since I'm in here. Put an 8 in there, maybe a 4. We'll see. The fan only goes up to about 50-60% speed, no matter what I do. So it's definitely not gunked up enough to be that slow. So I have no idea what's going on. Hopefully, cleaning it out will be enough. Now, it's been a while since I've taken one of these apart, so I'm just going to take out cables and screws until, until I get where I want to go. I already did a stream today. I just did Mac Yak. I'm still pretty tired from my trip, so this is going to be fairly easygoing. Now, these are pretty cool machines. The screen is freaking amazing. The Retina display is incredible. But look at all the space. They easily could have put bigger heat sinks, an additional fan, something in here to make it not overheat as easy. But no. Alright, I believe this is a speaker cable here. And then there's something over here. No, that's the speaker. I don't know what I just disconnected. But it had to go anyway. Yeah, it was the speaker. I'm always fighting these things. There we go. Now, if you're wondering why these things sound so good, massive fucking speaker. And that all this hollow space really helps with the bass. They have good sound. Again, I'm not a big fan of them myself, but I got nothing against these iMacs except for the crappy thermal design. Now, I might surprise my wife and put the actual adhesive back on, but probably not. Alright, we got that. Where's the other speaker connected? Oh, there you are. Speaker number 2. Then I believe the fan comes out next. What's going on with you, Dave? You were right on time with Maciac. Actually, you were 2 minutes early. No more days off? All right. Ooh, there's a decent amount of dust in the fan. Nothing to clog up the heatsink though, but more dust than I thought there would be. All right, excuse me a second while I take a bite of my sandwich. Peanut butter, Nutella, chocolate sprinkles. Amazing. Amazing. Okay. Do I need to take out the hard drive? I'm not sure. All right. Heatsink, a little clogged up, not too bad. I would say there's plenty of air that can move through there still. We have the cats to thank for this, and a 5-year-old that's always making dust clouds wherever he goes. I will be getting Thursdays off in the future. All right. I guess we'll be seeing Dave back on Maciac. In case I mess up these cables here, take a quick photo. Well, I mean, these things are really easy to work on. Just got to remember which screw goes where, and then you're all set. All right, so that's that. That's the power supply. The hard drive goes back there. So I might have to disconnect that. Yeah, that plugs in back there, goes down there, connects there. All right. Okay. Nothing to it but to do it. Do you have a good view of this? I don't think you do. No, you don't. This sucks. Hold on. I can fix that. Let's see. Where's the zoom? There's the zoom. Ooh. I don't know if that's better or worse. Let me brighten that up a little. Yeah, I don't know why it looks like the board has AIDS, but that's the camera. That's not the way it actually looks. But at least you can see what I'm doing now. Now you can't see it, but I'm putting the screws in the same pattern of the board on my desk. And I'm going to knock them all over at some point, and then I'm going to have to pull up an iFixit guide to help me put it all back together. I know it's going to happen, and I'm still not doing anything to remedy it. Alright. There's one screw recessed in there. I got that. Does that heatsink screw come off? I think it does. Like I said, it's been a few years since I worked on one of these. You typically don't see iMacs on my desk because you have to be pretty damn clumsy to liquid damage an iMac. Spill a drink on it in a way that messes it up. Alright, now the board is loose, but we're still connected to the power supply and the hard drive. So let me see. Yeah, it's connected in there, but I'm stuck somewhere else too. Where? There? No, not there. Power supply maybe has to come out first. I am aware that this is not the most thrilling content, but since I have to do this tonight anyway, I figured I might as well stream and hang out with whoever shows up, which in this case is Dave. Alright, try not to get zapped, because that really freaking hurts. Ask me how I know. Oh man. Come on, buddy. Oh, that's in there. Jesus. Several times power supply comes out. Well, if it wants to, this plug is no joke. This is worse than a Molex. I forgot. Oh. And I don't really want to balance this on a very conductive hard drive enclosure, but I might not have a choice. Come on. Oh, there you are. There, that's the one I was looking for. And then we swing this that way, give us access to the connector from hell. This is a 2013, I believe. All right. A little dusty, but looking all right. Okay, then maybe now. Nope, we're still stuck somewhere. Oh, you. You. Nope. You. Nope. You then. Yeah. Got a little stand-up screw here. Screwing with me. And now, perhaps, maybe, all right. That's one. That's 2. And we have a board. Now, when you make the air intakes down there as narrow as they are, the Mac is going to try to suck in air anywhere it can. So the ports usually look like that. And there's your SSD, which is, I believe, a 2 terabyte. I could be wrong. I usually am. All right. Let's get this off to the side. This grill is not too bad. A few dust bunnies, but nothing major. I will be using an air compressor to clean this up. Okay. And here is the patient. Now let me pull up the specs to this iMac real quick. Okay. Yep, 4 gigahertz i7. I don't know if they made any better ones than that, but that's all I could get my hands on at the time. So, and it's a great computer. It knows everything she needs it to do. I just don't like taking them apart because this design here is really shitty, which you'll see in a moment if you've never seen it before. Whew. Bunnies. All right, I have to get rid of that. So let me mute you guys for a second. As expected, that was a big mistake to do inside, and I will most certainly start sneezing very, very soon. Okay, so in order to get to the GPU, you have to remove the CPU heatsink as well, because this is all one assembly. Both these pipes are connected to the heatsink as one piece. So, what do we need for that? Phillips. And then trying to hold this all in place when you put it back together is just, it's stupid. It's so stupid. Okay, I believe that's it, right? Just those screws. Nothing on that side. Oh, no, we do. Yep, we do. I don't really remember working on this last time. I do definitely remember cursing this board when I tried putting all these brackets back on without the back end of it slipping and sliding all over the place. It was not fun. But gotta be done. I'm surprised it lasts 2 years, to be honest. Alright. Now there she is. So we got the GPU right there. CPU is socketed, so it kind of just sticks to the heatsink. It comes out like that. Most of the thermal paste has turned into concrete, as expected. So now we're going to clean it, put it back together, and hope for the best. That's really all there is to it. Yeah, this got hot. The thermal paste almost turned black. I know the camera is washing it out, but it's a lot darker than what it looks like. Paper towel, paper towel, paper towel. Or toilet paper. I went to swap the CPU in my 2015. CPU slipped when I was screwed and back on. Oh yeah, I know. That's why I hate this stuff. One tiny mistake can be pretty expensive. Come on. Yeah, this stuff is pretty petrified. And I used the good stuff too. Last time I worked on this. Highest conductive paste I had. It still turned into ash after just 2 years. Alright, I'll do some more detail cleaning later. Took care of the overheating. Yeah, well, if I cannot get this fan back to full speed, she's going to have to use my Mac Pro for a while I get another fan. I have hundreds of parts for any MacBook Pro, MacBook Air, MacBook, or even PowerBook, or even iBook that you can think of. But I have zero parts. I have a few donor boards for the iMac, but I have no parts otherwise to swap in here for testing. No fans, no nothing. I think I don't even have RAM for this thing. Alright, that's pretty good for now. Let's move that over somewhere we have space. There. Now, maybe one of you can help me out here. Is there a faster CPU they made for this? Maybe not from Apple, but a compatible CPU that I could squeeze in here. I don't think they had any 6-core options in the years following this, so but maybe 4.5 gigahertz or something, a little bit more power. Because this is a Intel Core i7 4790K, 4 gigahertz. If there's something faster that's not ridiculously priced, I might just order that and squeeze it in here. Now, when I'm cleaning CPUs, I know it's overexposed. When they look clean, they usually aren't. So just keep scrubbing until your Q-tip stays white. Okay, it's unlocked. What does that mean? It's unlocked. It's not an AT&T phone. Come on, make sense. Unless you're talking about a crack, which, of course, I would not be familiar with, because I don't do such things. All right, that's pretty damn clean. That's working that GPU. And that thermal paste looks a lot different from the one I just took off the CPU. This is, oh yeah, it's in pretty sad shape. Unlocked for overclocking. Well, I'll be the first to admit I have no idea how to overclock an iMac. So if you have a guide, get it to me now while I have this board on my desk. I'll give it a shot. Although with the piss poor excuse for a fan in this thing, probably wouldn't be the best idea to overclock it. I need to take apart my 2009 and upgrade the GPU. Oh, I wish this was a 2009. Those are fun to work on. I like iMacs until we get to the Retinas. Yes, the Retina screens are pretty and all that, but give me the 2011 any day. 3 beefy fans, good cooling, very accessible internals. I like those. Now, I don't know what this stuff is called, but you got the die, the reflective stuff on top, and then you got this goop around there to secure it to the PCB, to the square board underneath. When I see discoloration like this in certain spots, it typically means it got really, really, really damn hot. So hopefully I got to this before it cooked itself, or maybe I'm already too late. I don't know. But hopefully some fresh paste will make this last for a few more years. I want to get her an M1X, M1 Pro, whatever M's they are currently stuffing into iMacs. In about a year from now, I figured give the iMac one or two revisions to kind of test the waters before I buy one for her. Because I believe that Adobe just destroys everything on a M1 Pro X, whatever. And in her line of work, time is money. And I'm talking about graphics design. She's not a prostitute. So the faster the Mac, the better. Okay, That GPU is looking pretty good. Do a quick inspection of everything here. And get these thermal pads flat on the VRAM chips. Actually, I should transfer these little pieces back to the heatsink. Yeah, I will. Where'd I put the board? Oh, the heatsink, I mean. Because lining these thermal pads up with what's left on the chip is near impossible. So I might just try to transfer those over. I'm probably going to mess this up. So let's see. So this little piece goes here. All right. This piece and I'm sorry I can't do this on camera. Kind of gotta watch what I'm doing here. Jay, why don't you have thermal pads in your house? Because I never need them. Never ever need for them. And then this iMac decides to crap out. Kind of hard to prepare for that. And my wife is a tough customer. Can't just say, yeah, I'll be with you next week. No, sir. This has to be done now. It is an AMD. And it was running at 108 with the fan full blast. And after that, the temperature sensor went NA. Couldn't even tell me how hot it was running. All right. Transferred all those over. There's really not much more to do but to just repaste it and hope for the best. So this goes in how? Like that, I believe. Yeah. So I'm gonna do what no one is supposed to do on a live stream, or so I'm told. I don't even have space to put this board down. All right, you go there. I am going to put thermal paste on this chip and let everybody see how I do it. So we got some Arctic Silver. Not the best stuff I have, but currently the only stuff I have. Something just fell. Give me 1 second. All right. false alarm. I forgot what I was saying, so we're going to be repasting a chip. And I'm not even going to give those disclaimers. Like, everybody's different. Everybody has their own unique way. It's okay. There's multiple ways to go about this. Blah, blah, blah. No. If you don't like the way I repaste the chip, don't watch. Just don't watch. You can leave it in the comments where I can ignore it. I just put a few tiny strips down. And then I just start covering the chip like this until it's everywhere I need it to be. Nice and smooth. Usually I use a credit card, something a lot wider than this black stick. But since I recently cleaned my office, I have no idea where I put those things. So all right. That's pretty good. There. It's way overexposed, but trust me, the whole chip is covered in a very, very thin layer of thermal paste. And that's how I do it. Judge me below in the comments. So then this goes in there sideways. You gotta kind of go at an angle. Definitely not like that. I remember why I hate these things. Visa gift cards were great. Yeah. I can't see anything. Yep, that's in there. And now we're going to put some paste on the graphics card. Same way as before. I thought the 2013s only came with NVIDIA. This might be a 2014 then. I don't know. Pretty sure it's a 2013. Actually, now you got me doubting myself. This could be a 2014. Damn it. Now I have to look it up. iMac. Oh crap, it is 2014 because it's 5K. Yep, it's a 2014. Late 2014 with a 4 gigahertz i7. And the reason I picked this is for the graphics horsepower. So this has an AMD Radeon R9 M295X with 4 gigs of VRAM. 1 terabyte hard drive for random storage, and a 2 terabyte SSD for the operating system, all the apps, and the work files. Now, the one argument you could make is that I'm very wasteful with my thermal paste, which is true. I apply a lot, make sure that I have enough to cover the chip, and scrape off the excess. So, yes, I put enough on here to probably repaste 5 of these chips, but it's thermal paste. It's not gold. You can get more for not a lot of money. So I don't treat it like it's a rare mineral. Or anything like that. Actually, one more pass. I'm pretty happy with that. There. Now, you gotta get that heatsink back on. But first, I gotta finish my sandwich. I keep forgetting. Damn it. Oops, sorry. Battery replacement. I don't have spares for these batteries, so I won't be replacing it. But it holds the time and all the settings just fine, so battery is good. All right, we got paste there, we got paste there. Now we gotta put this back. Let's see, this was the GPU, was it? No, that was the CPU. That's the GPU. All right, the heatsink is now clean. I'm not trying to show you, I'm just holding it up against the light so I can see. Yep, that's clean. So we're ready to put it back together after I finish my sandwich. Almost done. NVIDIA only. Man, am I glad this is a 2014 then. All right. Still chewing. The chip next to IOs. That? I don't know. Probably a controller. Yeah. It mostly feeds the ports next to it and the SSD, so it's probably a controller. It's not a North Bridge because they started combining the North Bridge into the CPU package around, I don't know, 2010, I would say. So the north bridge is in the CPU. That might be a controller for a certain port, or maybe a little helper. Don't know. Unfortunately, I cannot get schematics for these things. Oh, this is gonna suck. I don't want to do it. What if I try to put this back first? No, it's not gonna work either. Come on. South Bridge. Is there such a thing? Man, I hate doing this. If I bump the chip, I mess up the thermal paste. Or worse, the pins underneath. And there's not enough light. Can't see what I'm doing. Hold on. Put this there. Put this right there. Please don't fall. Alright, I can kind of see in there. And then we're going to slide this right over there. Hope to freaking God it lines up. And then we're going to put it down. We won't know until the next time we open it. It's probably a year from now. Come on, you prick. Damn it. I thought I had it lined up. I was wrong. Shoot. So now I have to lift this whole thing up without moving this around and thus messing up the thermal paste there and under there to put the screws in from the other side, which never works. Never works. I hate this thing. Maybe I did get it. So why isn't it catching the screws? It's right there. Bastard. Alright, maybe I can get this bracket on. Sorry, this is off camera. Alright, that should hold that heatsink in place. Kinda. Ish. Come on, you piece of... It is not fixed yet. It likely won't be fixed anytime soon. And this goes there, with these screws going through there. And now I have to change bits. That's not it. That's it. Alright, got one screw in, which should prevent the whole thing from sliding around back there. What's wrong with it? Cause of the heat. Well, the thermal paste was in pretty bad shape. So I kind of want to blame it on that, but I really don't know. All right, CPU heatsink is in place. So now, of course, that's a different damn bit. You should be able to get this locked down. I did get it lined up. I knew I wasn't that stupid. It is not beige. I do not want to see, touch, or hear about beige until next week. And even then, I don't really want to hear about it. But kind of don't have a choice. I'm either stuck with these things in my office forever, or I just, fix them up and get them out. All right, now for the CPU, which I believe was this one. What the hell? Sorry, I know the camera angle sucks. Ah, shit. Ah, you prick. Fuck. I remember why I hate these things. I'm now holding my finger on the back side of the board to keep the heatsink in place while I'm trying to get these screws in. Great design. Come on. All right. Almost there. Wait, it was Scottish. Never mind. I'll go back to my beige computers. You can have my beige computers too. You don't have to pay me for it, of course, but whoever wants them can have them. Just get them out of my office. Also, in case you did not catch this, Bruce, the fan, which from top of my head spins at a maximum of 2700 RPM, only does about 50-60% of its maximum speed, which is certainly not helping. There were some dust bunnies in there, but not enough to block the air passages in the heatsink. So I don't know. Well, hopefully I didn't mess that up too bad. Let's put the RAM back in. I do not have a new fan. No spare iMac ports whatsoever. Uh-oh, my music stopped. That's not good. Please hold. Macs natively supported. Damn it, Dave. That is not the news I was hoping for. Alright. Music is going again. SSD was okay. RAM was working. It was just running hot. So the board is done. Put that off to the side. Let's take a look at that fan. Uh-oh. Found it. This is a 2014 5K 27 inch. All right, so the fan is dusty. Not horrible. This would never block the airflow to a point where it causes issues or stall out the fan. But still, I want to get this out. I'm not stupid enough to do that in my office. So I'm going to take this brush, take this compressed air, and duck outside for a second to blow this fan out. I'll be right back. I am so incredibly glad I didn't do that inside. Holy crap. Anyway, the fan is now presentable. I mean, there's still some dust on the blades, but not nearly as bad as it used to be. I made sure I got inside the motor really good as well. But there's really not enough in there to cause an issue, I would say. So that's the fan. Anything else we had to dust off? Not really. These are all the components that matter in helping to keep this thing cool. So that sits on there, like so. And there you have your entire thermal system for a 4 gigahertz quad core with a 4 gigabyte graphics card. This is it. This one little blower fan is doing all the work. Shitty design, if you ask me. But who am I? So, let me put this aside. Make space for the iMac again. Put all these bits back. And where did I put this? Beige machines were designed better. I'll agree with that. Same with the PowerPC G3 and G4, not including the Quicksilver or mirror drive doors. They sucked. Thermal design wise. But they had plenty of space to cool properly. Just dusting out the air intakes at the bottom, which are pretty full actually. It's pretty straightforward. Stick a brush in there, brush it out. God, that's a lot of dust. I may as well have done the fan inside with the amount of dust I just blew through my office. That old hard drive, 5400. Yeah, it's a Western Digital Black. No 5400s in here. God, what a mistake. Mistakes were made. Oh, dear baby Jesus. What have I done? Alright, I'm going to need a second to catch my breath here. Might as well blow out the rest of it. I'm already screwed. And here come the sneezes. The noise you might hear in the background, that sounds like a giant fan running. That is a giant fan running on an air purifier. Sorry for the noise, but I have to. Well, let's just say I made a kit with my wife So inhaling some of her skin cells, it's not going to bother me that much. So all the air intakes are pretty much clear now. Now they are. Jeez. All right. The air intakes, which are pretty much the entire underside, they have a little grill um, on the inside of it. They were, for the most part, completely caked up with dust, which definitely didn't help. And it's definitely strange because I blow this out with compressed air once every few months. So, odd. Almost done. So that should help. If you could see the amount of crap flying through the air right now, it's insane. I have an electric blower. It is, in my opinion, too powerful to be used on computers, so I use it as a leaf blower outside. All right, that should do it. Time to reassemble. Well, Sam, get to it. Open it up. Let me know. All right, what was first? I believe it was the board, right? My God, more dust. See the cat hairs. Ah, and they love to sleep on her desk when she's working. Give themselves a good wash. You know, if you have cats, you know what I'm talking about. And it all just gets sucked up right in there. All right, board goes in there, I believe. Nope. Wait. Not so fast. We have to connect a few things. Oh, right, Steve, in case you have bunnies, of course, you are familiar with what I'm talking about as well. All right, that's the hard drive and the hard drive temperature sensor connected. And now this should kind of almost slide in there. Kind of, maybe. There we go. All right. What are those screws for? Power supply, I think. Can you all hear the fan noise in the background? So I'll turn it down. If not, then I'm gonna let it clean my air for a while. Sorry for blocking the camera. It'll just be a moment. All right. And then this was a standoff, I believe. Yeah, my Mac Pro, I cleaned it when I was redoing my office. It hasn't been long enough yet, but probably still benefit from a good cleaning. Did you guys see that Mac Yak show tonight? Can't say I have. Can you tell me more? Please. I'm always on the lookout for a good new show. No, don't look. Don't look. Now, before you tighten down all the screws on the board, you want to stick a flash drive in one of the USB ports. Make sure that all the ports are lined up properly. Which does appear to be the case. All right, and let's not forget about that recess screw in there. Good. Time for the power supply. Which, since I'm already choking in cat hair, might as well dust this off a little bit too. Again, big mistake. I underestimated how much crap was in there. I don't have asthma or anything like that, but this amount of dust will deck anyone. Get out. Get out. Be gone. So, let's see. We have a cable up here, which connects to, should connect to there. And then we have a tiny cable down here, which will connect to somewhere in the vicinity of, holy shit, %10 power. Man. I can't see. Yeah, Ethernet cable works too. Headphone jack is typically also a good one. Alright, both cables are in. That slides in there, like so. Why can you only see half of what I'm doing? There. Then that goes there. Where did I put my screwdriver? There we go. That goes there. I just checked. I do not currently have a bigger hard drive to put in there. So the 1 terabyte will have to stay for now, which is okay because she has 24 terabytes external at her disposal. So she's not running out of space anytime soon. All right, that goes there. Good, good, good. Very good. All right, now we have the eyesight camera. Which goes in there. Then we have all these antenna cables. That go in there. And now I believe we can reconnect the speakers. That's in, that'll come later. That's connected, that's the speaker, that's the speaker. SSD is on the other side, 2 terabytes is over here somewhere on the other side. Yeah, I don't hate her that much, Bruce. Come on. Of course, I gave her an SSD. How dare you suggest otherwise? All right. I have no idea if that's lined up or not. Yeah, pretty good. All right, that's the right speaker. Which, if you're paying attention, means this must be the left speaker. Right, that goes there. Lost my screwdriver again. Sounds like I'm doing something, but Yeah, that's not catching on anything. Make sure to leave a little blood inside. Nope, wrong channel. That is a patented Rotke mods only thing. There it is. It's actually been a while since I left blood in a Mac. I'm trying to think of when the last time was. I don't know. All right. That should do it. Slap a screen on there, see how we did. And for that, we might want to add a fan. You know, to prevent it from overheating and such. The whole reason we opened this thing up, let's add a fan. Let's do that. Might be a good idea. Will it help? Probably not. Slow as this runs, it might actually be better off without a fan. So the heat can just rise up and out instead of be blown back in and out the back. Of course, I'm being facetious. It helps. It's just so damn slow, I have to make fun of it. All right, now we're going to put a display on it, which means I have to put this back up straight for a minute. No, that is not a leftover part. It's just a sticker. My God, the dust. All right. And I cannot see anything in here. Connected one cable by pure luck. And I think the second cable is on there too. All right. Get some tape. Hold everything in place while we test. There. No, the RAM is in. The RAM is definitely in. All right. Time to connect it. Do I have? Yeah, I do. No, I don't. What? Wait. Do I have power cable? This should fit. All right, problem is, how am I going to show you what I'm doing here? I might be able to do that. And then do that. Oh my god, camera's covered in dust. Everything is covered in dust. It's disgusting. And how about that? Yeah, that'll work. Kinda. Let's turn this off. Turn this a little bit more. Like that. Turn this up. Yeah, that should do it. Keyboard. Got my all-time favorite keyboard here. The compact, wired keyboard. All right. I will also be needing a mouse. And I saw one the other day. But where? Where? Yeah. I cannot find mouse. It's gotta be here somewhere. Yeah, got it. All right, we have mouse. It's a long story behind why I say mouse the way I do, but we won't get into it now. All right, power, mouse, keyboard. That's all we need. Let's do it. Display is powering on. You can still see all the dust flying through the air. It's disgusting. All right, privacy and all that. Give me a second to log in. It is bad. All right. Okay. There it is. Now, let's see what the thingy is saying. No, turn off. Turn off. Be gone. All right, so temperatures at idle are pretty high still. Fan is still not really. No. I have it set to be at full blast, 2700 RPM. It's not really getting there still. About 60%. Why? Let us quit TG Pro completely and see if we have max fan control on here. One moment. Max fan control. Do we have that? Of course we don't, because we have TG Pro. Damn it. Let me hook up an Ethernet so I can download Max Fan Control real quick. And this is, I believe, and that's only a few months ago, yes, running Mojave. She ran on High Sierra for the longest time because it was reliable and it worked. So if it ain't broke, etc., etc. Where's the dock? Woman, where do you keep your dock? Oh, there. Got it. But then with some Mojave updates and stuff. I mean, Adobe updates, it made sense for her to finally make the switch to Mojave. Alright, free download, yup. Download, yup. Allow. Open. Start the app. Open. Move. All right. Max Fan Control running. Let's see if we can do full blast now. Yes. Yes. All right. So at idle for a quad core i7, we're running at 50, an average of 50 degrees Celsius, which you can't see, but take my word for it, it's right there. The GPU currently not doing much of anything is at 43. These are the temperatures you would see in a brand new model like this. Yeah, sure. So let's stress the crap out of this for a second. And see what happens. Can you guys what the hell? Where's my damn it? Alright, can you guys read the temperatures in there? Is it visible? As the screen just completely washes out. Oh, I'm adjusting the wrong camera, that's why. Alright. You guys read that or not? You want to keep an eye around there. That's the graphics card. Currently creeping up on 93 Celsius. Mind you, the fan is at full blast. All the airways are clean, air intake is clean, fan is clean. So can you elaborate on that, Sam? Because I'm considering switching to Big Sur. Or at least having a dual boot. I wish I could give it more fan. It only has one piece of crap fan in there. Coming up at 100 degrees Celsius. And Brock said this chip tops out at 105. So I did 108 before. I can tell you from the test I did yesterday, this is running infinitely more smooth than it did yesterday. 102 degrees, 101. So it's probably throttling now. We're getting close to it. Let me grab something else for a second. Hold on. Mm, Intel Power Gadgets. Should work on the iMac. Since it's an i7. By the way, if you've never used this utility, gotta type the password and all that. Hold on. If you've never used this utility, it is quite amazing. Intel Power Gadget tells you all kinds of cool stuff about your not the Mac Pro, of course, unless it's a single CPU. If it's a dual CPU, you're shit out of luck, unfortunately. Why did not install? Power Gadget should work on iMac. Second gen Intel Core or later. LCAP or later. Yeah. So why you no worky? That's bullshit. Can you do the password thing again? Install. There we go. Allow. Monterey, that's the thing is, Monterey might be amazing, ooh ah, great, whatever. It's a brand new operating system. So even if it was that much better than Big Sur, and even if it would run on my classic Mac Pro, I would not currently install it until it's at least half a year old. And with open core legacy patching and all that, I'm pretty sure this machine could do it. I think I have to restart before the gadget works. All right, let's give it a quick try. Oh no, there we go. Yeah. So let's start up Heaven one more time and see what the internals are doing. Run. We go off to the side. We go off to the side. All right, so it's currently running at 4.4 gigahertz, and it will do so until it reaches about, I believe, for quad core i7, it's 87 Celsius. Then it will disable the turbo boost and start running at its actual clock speed, which is that gray line over there. Yep, there it goes, dipping down. Oh wow, it dips down at 60 Celsius. Woo, much lower TDP than I thought. That's why Xeon rules. All right, so it's throttling down a little, but nothing too serious. The green line, which you probably can't see on camera, there's a green line right there at the top of my vape. That is the graphics card clock speed of 1.25 gigahertz, and that's holding steady the entire time. So, as we are at 102 Celsius, it is not throttling, which is good. I'm gonna let this run for a minute. Exactly, Mike. Beyond rules. So if you have anything but a dual CPU Mac Pro, check out Intel Power Gadget. It tells you all kinds of cool shit about your processor, integrated graphics, and all that stuff. And actually, I was wrong. Forget what I said about the graphics. This is just a false, not a false positive, but it doesn't mean anything. This doesn't have integrated graphics, at least not ones that are active. This cannot see the graphics card clock speed because it's an AMD. Stupid. I'm tired. Forgive me. Um, let's open up. It's still nice to see that the CPU is at least not throttling. All right. So here we have the GPU. And I want to see if this starts throttling a little bit as we get close to the 108 degrees Celsius. Right now it's at 105. I don't know if Brocker's still here. But he said this has a maximum of 105 Celsius. The animation is running pretty smooth, which it didn't do yesterday. GPU is going full blast. It is cranking out a tremendous amount of heat from the back. And the GPU is kind of regulate. I don't know if you guys can read this. It's kind of regulating itself. When it gets close to 105, kind of drops a degree or two, goes back, drops. But it's not missing any performance. So I don't think it's. It might be. I don't know how many cores a GPU like this has. It might be switching off a core or two to bring the temperature down, but it's not skipping a beat right now. Yesterday it shut down so fast I didn't even know what happened. Cleaning and thermal paste, yeah. The air intakes all on the bottom were completely clogged up. The fan was a little dusty, but not too bad. And the thermal paste had turned to ash. So right now it's running pretty much at peak performance. CPU is holding steady around 4, 3.9, 3.6, 3.7, 4. So it throttles a little bit to keep itself under 65 degrees Celsius. Oh crap, Mike! I thought it did the single CPU Xeon. Maybe you have to find an older version. Pretty sure I had this running on my Mac Pro at some point. All right, I'm gonna let this go for a few more minutes. and then I have to tape it all up. Which reminds me, do I have electrical tape? Because I got away with the electrical tape, but if I start doing this, she's gonna scream at me like you won't believe. So I have to find the appropriate tape. I'm wondering how much CPU it's using. Not much. It shouldn't, because this is a graphics card benchmark. But that is a problem when you share. It was also the biggest problem with the, what do you call it, the trash can Mac Pro. You have everything connected to a single thermal core. Those components are going to start sharing heat with each other. It doesn't just go to the core and then poof out the top. No, if the GPU runs boiling hot, that heat is going to transfer over to the CPU that's connected to that same thermal core. And you have the same with this. You got the same heatsink with two pipes coming out of it, one to the GPU, one to the CPU. And now, because the GPU is running literally past boiling point, some of that heat is going to transfer over to the CPU, which is currently not doing anything, but it's still running at close to 70 degrees Celsius. It's a stupid design. And then you put a fan in there that can only do 2700 RPM, and you're just asking for trouble. Stupid. But this is running like a champ right now. I am pleased, and the missus will be pleased. While this test runs, let me look for some tape. I know I have some somewhere. Not in there. Not in there. Not in there. There it is. We might have a problem though. All right. These are my options. I don't have any black tape. I got white, red, blue, green, and yellow. So let me text my wife. She's gonna have to pick one of them. Because it's all I got. Hey Josh. Alright, she might be asleep already. In which case I will probably, if she doesn't make a choice, I'll go with blue. Because it'll stick out the least. Pretty sure she's sleeping. That GPU is just cranking away though. Awesome, awesome. Now, with the GPU having done its duties, let's close this. Quit. Yes. Go away. Good. I do want to run a quick check on the CPU. Um, do I have anything here that can do that? Actually, I think Power Gadget can do that. Test. All thread frequency. All right. Intel Power Gadget is now doing a test. Oh, I got Cinebench. That might do it. That's running pretty consistent at turbo boost speeds, almost 4.2 gigahertz. I'm gonna run Cinebench real quick. Water cool it. I would not mind. Uh, where's the power gadgets? Running at base clock speed, approaching 100 degrees Celsius. I thought these topped out at 98 degrees. We got 100. All right, 100 degrees Celsius. Holding steady, not throttling yet. I'm pretty happy with the results so far. I mean, it is an iMac with a single fan and a shared thermal core, so I guess should be happy with what we got. No answer, so we're gonna go with the blue tape, and if she hates it, we're gonna blame Mike. And she has Mike's email address, so complaints can go straight to him. Oh, we're starting to throttle just a little bit. 3.9 gigahertz. And for what she does, which is mostly Illustrator, InDesign, a little bit of Photoshop, she doesn't rely on filters that heavily. A sustained load like this in her typical workflow is extremely rare. So I'm pretty happy with this. All right, and it scored ridiculously low compared to a 48 core, 96 thread Intel Xeon. But hey, can't have it all. All right, close that out. Put that back on automatic. And then close fan control. I'm going to switch back to TG Pro real quick. See if we can figure out why it was unable to get the fan up to speed. Alright, the fan should be going to 100% right now, and it's not doing it. So something is definitely iffy. There's TG Pro here. Quit. But I can figure that out tomorrow. The overheating issue at least has been resolved. So on idle, the fan is already at 2000 RPM. Well, the fan can do it. If there's a fan issue, it usually results in a RPM that's too low, not higher on idle. Let me try one more thing. Quit. Because TG Pro is able to override the system thingamajig. Still not doing it. What about less? Yeah, they're still not. Sorry. Somehow a tiny gnat got between the glass and the LCD. Don't ask me how. It's stuck there. But she's awake. Let's see if she answered our texts. Answer your text, honey. Someone tell her to answer her text in case she can't hear us. She's got to pick a color. Yeah, it's holding steady at 2000 RPM, which is weird. Internal issue with the fan. No, this is a TG Pro issue because max fan control could do it. Let's see what we can do. Fan. Alright, I cleared all the preferences. I'm going to reset the app's defaults. Still holding at 2000 RPM. This is weird. I'm going to discontinue the use of TG Pro right now. And switch to max fan control until I can figure this out over the weekend. Yeah, max fan control is controlling it just fine. There it goes. Down to 1200. Put it back on automatic. It switched to, it goes back to 2000. So I don't know. I'm gonna let it do its thing for now. And I think my wife just answered. Red. She picked red. Did not see that coming. I don't have a lot of red left, so we should be able to make it. Red. Ooh, you would have been in deep shit, Mike. So red it is. I'll figure out this fan issue another time. I'm going to leave it on automatic for now. Make sure that this starts with the system. We'll tinker with that some more later. At least for now, it is not overheating. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. So let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. And shut it down. Now, she's watching her soap. It's not a soap. It's a telenovela. It is drama amplified. Wait, I just shut it down and the fan is still running. Oh, there we go. It's not just a telenovela. It is absurdly dramatic. It takes drama to a whole new level. That is what she's currently watching. All right. So I believe a crisis has been averted. I will probably be able to get the fan speeds in check after a PRAM reset. But like I said, I'll worry about that tomorrow. As long as this is back on her desk in working order by the time she wakes up, so she can do her work. Ooh. Give me a second to switch cameras here. This one. That should do it. Okay. Slap this back together, and then I will have finished before 3 hours. Not bad. And I do believe Steve is streaming next. He promised. He said, Jay, if you're done in under 3 hours, I will stream next. I just cannot get this glass clean. What the hell? There we go. That's better. Cleaning a basement stream. Yeah, unlikely to happen, but I'd be all for that. All right, the wife wants red. Red is what she's getting. Let's do this. Getting this on straight is damn near impossible. But it just has to survive for a few days while she finishes a job. And after that, I will have a bigger hard drive for this. And I'll put it all back with the official Apple adhesive, whatever you call it, strips. Wow, this is absolutely hideous. Not gonna lie, this is the worst possible color you could use. Come on, get clean. There we go. I will live stream Saturday for the 2,500 subscriber giveaway. 2,500! Not bad, Dave. Not bad at all. That is a respectable number of subscribers. If I knew that all it took to get that many subs was to rig a few giveaways, I would have done that a long time ago. Yeah, more airflow means more dust, which is what I'm trying to avoid now. All right, this tape is not wide enough to really fold all the way around. God, this is hideous. She's still looking and not really commenting on it though, so maybe she likes it? I don't know. But I can tell you, this is every bit as hideous as it looks on camera. She'll probably look at it tomorrow in person and say, wow, Mike was right. We should have used blue. All right. Clean this side. I might not do the top, just a little piece over the edge there. We're just trying to stop the screen from falling off. All right, that might hold. Yeah, I hear you, mister. Same when you try to identify your screen if you have multiple connected. All right, now as stupid and hideous as this is, um, if I don't do the top, it'll really look even worse. So for this part, I'm going to have to set it up right for a minute, which means you'll get to be looking at this sexy booty right here. Steve. Steve still here? Steve, are you still here? I have a question for you. I think Steve has. Oh, Steve has not left the building. Steve, have you ever taken apart a zip drive module for a Pismo? Please say yes. Yes, he has. And were you successful in fixing it and all that stuff? Is it just a regular zip drive in there, or is it a special version? 10 years ago, I was young and smart. Yeah, I know those days have passed, Steve. Mine are the coin stuck for it. Okay. Yeah, I have one now that has no power at all. I am butchering this top. Woo! This is bad. This is really, really bad. It's not fun. It ate my zip. Took my disc. I want it back. All right. Top is almost on. I have a floppy drive for PowerBook G3 that makes a buzzing noise and prevents the system from booting. Livestream collab. Well, name the time and the place, Steve. I shall be there. All right, folding this over. It's not the strongest tape, but it should hold. I'll try to get you some extra subs. I would appreciate that. I think I need 20 more to get to 1,000. And then I can finally give away this, I think it's Core 2 Duo MacBook Pro. All right, that tape is on. Will it stick? We'll see. If I hear a crash and a whole bunch of cursing tomorrow, quickly followed by random items being flung at my head, I will know that this tape did not live up to the challenge. But for now, oh no, it's already letting go in the back. Ah well, I'll be buying some black tape tomorrow, some 1 inch wide, to secure it a little bit better. But this should be enough for now to prevent the LCD from just sliding off the base. Ta-da! Wait, you can't see anything. What the hell? Basic brightness. Brightness. Ta-da! It's back together. And as far as I'm concerned, pretty damn functional too. She will be able to finish her project without this thing crapping out every 5 minutes because it's overheating. And as far as the screen is concerned, it's uncleanable. Whatever is on there will stay on there. Luckily, you can't really see it when the screen is on. So, let me put this off to the side. Whew. Where did I put? Hold on. Oh, there it is. Oh. Switch the camera again. Oh, sorry about that. The hell is that? Ooh. There we go. See how unprepared I was today? My sign ain't even on. It's a disgrace. A disgrace. I shouldn't even be streaming without the sign on. Let me show you real quick, if I can, how bad the dust situation is. If this will... Everything, and I do mean everything, is covered in dust. Now, this is not a clean room, mind you, but I do keep it reasonably dust-free. All the dust you see is what came flying out of that iMac. See, it's even stuck to the tape. It is pretty damn bad, and I'm gonna have to clean this desk and everything on it tomorrow, not because I'm OCD, but This has made me OCD. This is quite disgusting. Where's my keyboard? There it is. So 2.5 hours. I think I'm good with that. It's 1 a.m. It's hard to breathe in this room, so I'm going to. Steve's 5 hour live stream is next. Yeah, probably not. Maybe tomorrow though. So I'm gonna turn the air filter on max and leave this room, go watch some TV, and pass out for a few hours. So to summarize, iMac was overheating. It was overheating because the air intakes were clogged up. The thermal paste had turned into ash pretty much, and I I don't think it played a role in this, but the fan was a little clogged. Not clogged. Let's say it was 20-30% clogged, as well as the heatsink. So all that combined in an iMac this thin with a crappy fan that doesn't spin too fast enough, you get overheating. And stressed it out. It handled itself well. I think we did good here. I think my wife can do her job tomorrow, and I am off the hook and in her good graces. So it's Friday. I have to do some other work that does not involve electronics or streaming. So I will probably not stream again until the weekend. Uh, but I know that Steve, maybe Mike, and definitely Bruce will be streaming this weekend as well. So I might not get around to it, in which case I will be back next week with one of 3 or 4 more projects that I need to do. So I will be back. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for keeping me company. And I'll see you all in the next one. Have a good one. Bye.